My name is Misaki. I work for a cosmetics company and also manage my household duties. I live with my husband, Daiki, and our daughter, Sakura. On this particular day.
Daddy, what are you making?
It's my midnight snack. Salt ramen.
Midnight snack? What's that?
It's a meal you eat when you get a little hungry at night. Although, it looks like Daddy is making something pretty substantial.
Nah, I just threw in some vegetables and an egg. You two want some too, right?
Really? I want some. I want some.
It seems a bit unhealthy, but I'll gratefully accept it.
It's loaded with vegetables and eggs, so it's definitely healthy. And to top it off, a dash of sesame oil.
Didn't you just say it was healthy a moment ago?
Well, we balance it out with other meals, so this much is within acceptable limits.
Wow, but it smells really good.
All right, let's have a ramen party.
Oh geez. Alright, let's all dig in then. Since getting married to Daiki, we haven't fought and have been getting along well. We've been happily living every day with our energetic daughter Sakura, who attends daycare. However, I've been troubled by a certain someone.
Hello? I heard you're off work today? Oh my, what a luxurious life you lead while Daiki is working.
Ah, yes, I really need to thank Daiki.
You're probably just lazing around at home on your day off, aren't you? As a daughter-in-law, you should be doing your chores diligently. Oh, and since you have free time, come over here and help with my chores.
I'm quite busy with my own household chores, so I'll have to decline. Goodbye.
Hey, wait a minute.
At first, my mother-in-law seemed kind, but after exchanging contact information, she started to nag. Moreover, she acts sweet and hides her true nature in front of Daiki and my father-in-law, so it's been hard to talk to them about it. Then, one day, just before a long holiday.
Hey, about the upcoming long holiday, how about we stay at my parents' place?
Yay! I want to go to Grandma's house.
Haha, that's great. Mom said she usually only talks to you on the phone and would really like to see you.
I see. All right, let's all go.
Huh? Doesn't Grandma want to see me?
Of course she does. Grandma always wants to see you. But we can always ask her to come over, right? So she uses the excuse of wanting to see Mom to invite you over.
I get it. It's like that Sundara thing.
It's a bit complicated when you use that term for my mom. And where did you even learn that word?
Feeling guilty about Daiki and Sakura's excitement, I couldn't refuse, and we ended up going to my in-laws' house.
We're here. Thanks for having us.
Hello. We're here.
It's been a while, Mother.
Welcome, all three of you. It's been a while, Misaki. Come on in, I have some delicious cake ready.
Yay! Cake.
Huh, where's Dad?
Oh, he went on a hot spring trip with his friends at an inconvenient time. He'll be back tomorrow.
Though I felt uneasy about my father-in-law's absence, the four of us, including my mother-in-law, spent the day chatting and playing with Sakura. However, when Daiki and Sakura went out for dinner shopping, I ended up alone with my mother-in-law.
Misaki, there's something I've been wanting to say to you for a long time. How can you stay here in such filthy clothes?
Filthy? I don't think my clothes are that dirty.
Oh dear, it's awful that you don't even realize it. Go clean that dirty body of yours right away.
All right, if you're going to say that much, I understand. I'll go ahead and use the bath then.
What? Are you joking? I wouldn't let a daughter-in-law like you use our bath.
What? Then where should I wash?
The kitchen sink will do just fine.
The kitchen? That's a bit much. I might get the floor all wet.
What? Are you defying me? How arrogant.
No, that's not my intention.
Don't think you can live in this house by the same standards as me. You should be making my life easier.
That's impossible.
Come on, go clean that filthy body of yours. Make sure you're done before I get out of the bath. And don't make any more mess in the house. Got it?
Saying that, my mother-in-law went into the bathroom. I considered going to a public bath, but I wasn't familiar with the area, and Daiki and Sakura would be back soon. It was humiliating, but to keep the peace, I wiped myself down in the kitchen and was cleaning up when.
I'm home. Huh? Is no one here?
Oh, father-in-law. I thought you were coming back tomorrow.
Oh, Misaki, it's been a while. Yeah, plans changed, so I came back early. I heard you all were coming, so I wanted to be here too.
I see. Thank you for your consideration.
Well, I just wanted to spend more time with you all. But what's with those buckets and towels? Is that laundry?
Oh, no. This is, just some laundry preparation.
Laundry preparation? At this time, and your hair is wet. It's unusual to see you so disorganized. You'll catch a cold if you stay like that. There's a hair dryer in the bathroom.
The thing is, mother-in-law is currently using the bath, so.
I see. Misaki, I need to ask you something, actually.
As my father-in-law was about to speak, Daiki and Sakura returned home. While everyone was happy to see him back, Daiki noticed something was off with me. When I started answering my father-in-law's questions, my mother-in-law emerged from the bath.
That was a good soak. Father, what are you doing here?
Well, plans changed, so I came back early. More importantly, Mother, there's something I need to ask you.
Mom, did you really call Misaki dirty and refuse to let her use the bath?
What? I would never say such a thing.
Then why was Misaki in the kitchen with wet hair, holding a wet towel and shivering?
I don't know why she would be in that state. I should be the one asking why she was like that. Don't try to pin Misaki's actions on me.
Nonsense! This is all you're doing.
What? I really don't know.
I hadn't told you, but I overheard you on the phone shouting once. You said things like, do your chores properly. I thought you were talking to Daiki.
Yeah, Misaki always does the housework perfectly, so it would make sense if she were talking to me. But Mom, you've never said anything like that to me.
Hey, Grandma, who were you talking to then?
It must have been the neighbor's kid. I was saying they were lazy for not working and I just got carried away.
My mother-in-law, trying to find a way out of her sudden predicament, refused to admit the truth. Anger began to rise within me as she continued to deny her actions. They say mixing lies with the truth makes them harder to detect. Mother-in-law, you're quite good at lying. Is it because you're used to it?
What are you saying? It's as if you're accusing me of lying all the time.
Pretending to be someone you're not is basically the same as lying, isn't it?
How dare you? Are you trying to ruin me? You must have set up that bucket and towel just to frame me.
I wouldn't go through the trouble of rummaging through someone's house just for that. Don't make baseless accusations without any evidence.
You're the one making things up to make me look bad. If you're so sure I'm wrong, show me some proof.
Oh, I've been waiting for you to say that. Please, listen to this.
What? Is that a recording of our phone call?
This is awful. You've been saying things like this all along.
I kept quiet to not worry Daiki and father-in-law, but I've reached my limit. Father-in-law, thank you so much for noticing and supporting me. I truly feel saved.
Don't mention it. I just happened to overhear and remembered it. Don't worry about it. But to think you were tormenting her behind our backs like this.
I'm sorry, Misaki. I didn't notice at all and even suggested we come to visit.
Don't apologize, Daiki. It's also my fault for not being able to talk to you about it.
Wait a minute. Why are both Father and Daiki siding with Misaki? At least Father should be on my side, right?
Hey, why is Grandma angry? Grandma did something bad. When you do something bad, you have to say sorry.
Sakura's right. You should apologize to Misaki.
Yay, it's entirely your fault, Mom. You need to apologize.
It's all my fault. That's ridiculous. I haven't done anything that warrants this kind of treatment from everyone. So I absolutely will not apologize.
At first, I thought you were just trying to guide me because I was inexperienced.
Exactly. That's what it was. Even though you're married, you still neglect housework for your job.
That's enough. What era do you think we're living in? It's normal for both partners to work now. And this is between me and Misaki. You have no right to interfere.
What are you talking about? Even if she's only my daughter-in-law, I have to properly guide her.
That's outdated thinking. Misaki, it must have been tough taking her words seriously.
Yes. I tried hard at first, but her demands only escalated. Every time she spoke, it was just constant nagging, and I gave up trying to get along. Recently, I tried to avoid her, but every time she contacted me, it was painful.
Misaki, I'm so sorry. I thought you were getting along with Mom. Mom, what do you think you're doing to my precious wife? You betrayed both me and Dad. Do you understand that?
Misaki, you never had to follow her unreasonable orders.
But this is their territory. I was afraid of what might happen if I refused.
Ugh, what a sly fox. Pretending to be the victim, how disgusting. Both Father and Daiki are being fooled by this fox.
As I began to pour out my feelings to Daiki and my father-in-law, tears welling up in my eyes, my mother-in-law, displeased by the sight, accused me of putting on an act. So, is this mix of lies and truth about yourself this time? After sending such messages online, don't think you can get away with it.
What? What are you doing?
What is this? These are awful, threatening words.
This is too much. Mom, do you find this fun?
Do I find it fun? Yes, it's incredibly fun. She's the woman who took Daiki from me. Listening to my complaints is part of her duty as a daughter-in-law.
That's disgusting. There shouldn't be any such duty.
Your words are more than complaints. They are malicious and meant to cause psychological pain.
Oh, really? Then at least her housework and cooking should be perfect. That's something any daughter-in-law should be able to do.
How dare you speak of perfect when you constantly leave the house a mess?
That's just recently. I used to do everything properly.
Oh, sure. Since you've been going out more, you've changed completely. You even stopped cooking.
Hey, look. I found this in Grandma's bag.
Wait, Sakura, what are you doing?
Why are you looking in her bag? And wait, isn't this?
Yes, this is luxury cosmetics from my workplace. She forced me to buy them.
What? She made you do that?
You. How could you do such a thing?
Oh, and look. There's a card with a man's picture on it too.
Yeah, why did you bring that out?
This is a host's business card. What's going on here?
My mother-in-law turned pale at Sakura's actions, and when my father-in-law confronted her with the business card.
I couldn't help it. I was so lonely without Daiki. I needed a distraction. A little diversion isn't such a big deal.
Who indulges in distractions by mooching expensive cosmetics?
Using my precious Misaki for such a trivial thing. I won't stand for this anymore. I'm cutting ties with you. And I'll get back the money for the cosmetics you forced her to buy.
Cutting ties. Wait, Daiki. I'll apologize. Just please don't.
You're apologizing to the wrong person. And I won't forgive you.
No? Father, please help me. If things stay like this, I'll never be able to see Daiki or Sakura again.
Enough! Seeing how you act, I can't trust you to not cause more trouble in the future. To protect our family, I'm divorcing you, and you leave this house.
What? Father, how could you? Misaki, look at what you've done. Fix this and convince them to stay.
This is entirely your responsibility, and I refuse to help.
That's not how you ask for help, Grandma.
I understand. I'll apologize. I'll even kneel and beg. Please forgive me. Don't cut me off. Don't divorce me.
All right, Mom. We won't completely cut you off.
Daiki,
But we won't see you, answer your calls, or let you see Sakura. Is that clear?
isn't that the same as cutting me off?
I said I wouldn't forgive you. Stay out of our lives.
I agree. You'll have to move on alone.
I hope you realize what went wrong someday. Goodbye, forever.
I wish you were a nicer grandma. Bye-bye.
No, this can't be happening. Why is this happening?
Thus, we cut ties with my mother-in-law, and my father-in-law divorced her. Soon after, she was thrown out of the house, and with her savings diminished by the cost of the cosmetics she forced me to buy, she found herself almost penniless and without a place to go. Desperate, she went to a nearby police box but was ignored. Eventually, she ended up spending some time at a manga cafe, as suggested by a passerby. However, as her savings dwindled, she realized this lifestyle couldn't last long and reluctantly took on a part-time job. Thus, my mother-in-law, lamenting that she could no longer afford to visit hosts, spent her painful days working while nursing her aching back. As for us, we continued living with my father-in-law.
So, I've decided to visit this retirement home for a tour.
A retirement home? What do you mean by that?
Well, I don't know when I might develop dementia or something else. I thought I'd retire before I become a burden to you all.
You're not a burden to us at all.
Grandpa, don't you want to stay with Sakura?
No, it's not that.
Look, you're making Sakura almost cry. Don't make such big decisions on your own. We're a family, right?
I understand that, but I thought it would be hard for you to bring it up. I already feel like I'm intruding on your happy life as a family of 3.
Please don't say you're an intrusion. You're a huge help, especially with Sakura when I'm working. Thanks to you, the atmosphere at home is much brighter.
Sakura loves spending every day with Grandpa.
You both. Thank you. I'm sorry.
That's settled then. Now, How about you treat us to something delicious as an apology?
Yay! I want sushi.
All right then, I'll treat you to some very fancy sushi.
Since then, the four of us lived happily together with my father-in-law. Our home became brighter and more lively, and I thought we were living happily. However, it seems my father-in-law was being very considerate of us, and that day was quite a surprise. In the end, the matter was resolved with our family becoming closer and enjoying delicious sushi together, but I realized my own shortcomings, determined to become even more of a family so that my father-in-law wouldn't have to worry so much. We continued our days filled with smiles.
If you enjoyed this video, we'd be thrilled if you subscribed to our channel. Subscribing means you'll receive notifications for new videos, keeping you in the loop with all our latest content. Your support is vital to our growth. Let's enjoy and grow together.